Imagine, after an eternity of darkness, the first rays of light hit your face. The warmth you feel is indescribable. You finally open your eyes, and you're getting jumped in the middle of a desert wasteland. Fun. Whether you're an old man going through your midlife crisis, or if you're a sweet, sweet summer child trying to find your place in this world, NieR Automata has an important message for people of any age. Nothing matters. I'm kidding. Somewhat. NieR Automata is one of my favorite games, so for those unfamiliar, here's a quick summary. NieR Automata is set on Earth after humankind got their booty cheeks passionately clad by aliens, had sent robots who somehow ended up hornier than me when I see 2B in a cut. Okay, moving on. In turn, the remnants of humanity were forced to flee to the moon. Millennia later, Earth is in ruins, and the war between humans and aliens persists. However, humanity brilliantly created an army of 3D waifus and twinks to fight for them. Wood. The majority of the game will follow the two cuties androids 2B and 9S, with a third protagonist coming to play later in the story. As you follow Team Cutie Patooties, the question of what differentiates the androids from the machines reveals itself early on and lingers throughout the entire game. And my answer to that is a sense of fashion. Oh, maybe this isn't a good differentiator. This game contains so many mind-blowing twists and philosophical questions that it would be shameful for me to spoil it for you. So that's exactly what I'll do! But if any of what I've said has tickled your tessie, or rather caressed your coochie, then do yourself a favor and skip ahead. But you should definitely play the game and come back when you're done. Remember how I said that this game is a war between aliens and humans? I lied. It's a roller coaster of emotional turmoil that will break you down the more you play! Oh, and the aliens died a long time ago. I guess I glossed over that. As you can see, the whole premise of this game that was introduced within the first 30 minutes is already hot! While this is a major turning point, this is only revealed in the first 4 hours of the game. So, hope you're ready for more wrinkles in your brain. With this information, new questions arise dealing with one's sense of purpose and duty. If the aliens are dead, what purpose is there to fight the aliens? The answer to that, of course, is to jack off. And masturbate. Early in the game, 2B and 9S discover a village of pacifist machines disconnected from the machine network. As a result, each of the machines possessed human-like personalities, most notably Pascal, the village chief. Most of the machines, if not all, displayed higher levels of intelligence, with some even delving into the concepts of philosophy, adding to 9S's dismay, as Uncle Ruckus in him slips out once again. Okay, this is a tangent, but 9S really is like the racist uncle that you see at the family dinner once a year. You know it's coming, you know everyone's gonna be uncomfortable. But he's just such a seemingly normal person that you still manage to get caught off guard when he casually drops the most diabolical slur while you try not to choke on your deep-fried bulljiskle. Back on topic. With every encounter, the machines display new quirks in their behaviors that reinforce the idea that there's some key detail about the machines that we haven't been told. From human speech to pacifism to eating ass, the war on machines becomes increasingly questionable. Maybe we can trust some machines. Maybe we can fuck them. While I did say that the aliens died a long time ago, Adam and Eve, the machines that 2B and 9S jumped back at the devil's butthole, revealed that it was the machines that killed the aliens. The entire reason for fighting the machines literally blipped out of existence, so the fighting can stop, right? Nope! You still have 20 more hours of emotional turmoil to go through, so grab your strap-ons and pucker your assholes. Okay, so the rest of the game is just gonna be about uncovering the mysteries of the machines, right? Introducing A2, a rogue Yorha android wanted for treason. I can fix her. The war on the machine's purpose was to bring glory to mankind and to free humanity from the threat of the aliens. So why would an android have any reason to disobey? That's a great question. From here on out, every question you have will be answered. But for every question answered, check your balls, because that's how many more questions you're gonna have moments later. I guess if you don't have balls, check someone else's. Soon after meeting A1 Sauce, NieR gets lost in another sauce after another grueling battle with machines. And here, the story swiftly reintroduces Adam. Man, I really made that into a tongue twister here. Unsurprisingly, he unloads his villain monologue all over 2B, while simultaneously goading NieR in hackerspace about his desire to 2B. Adam reveals that although the aliens have been long dead, he simply continues assaulting the androids due to his immense fascination with humans, thinking that emulating the violent nature of humans will grant him strength. Though, it is short-lived, as 2B elegantly pegs Adam and rescues NieR from his T-pose prison. But wait, there's more! Now that Adam is gone, numerous additional machines have lost their connection to the machine network. Another good thing, right? Of course! With machines gaining sentience and free will, maybe, just maybe, can peace be achieved. They've already started their own religion. Okay, let's not be bigots. Maybe they have a good. Okay, never mind. It's just a lunatic cult that believes that they can become as gods. Pack it up, folks! However, thanks to the help of NieR, 2B manages to avoid becoming another victim, but there's no time for celebration, as immediately after returning, NieR learns from the commander that the humans never made it to the moon, and that Yorha is just an elaborate way to cover up this fact while giving androids a reason to fight. Crazy. No time to think about it though. As the story moves on to the finale, we get another glimpse of Eve. No, not that Eve. As he plots to unleash his revenge on the ones who killed his brother. However, he swiftly loses all his rights, allowing 2B and NieR to kick Gon and chew ass, and violate Eve. Oh, not without some casualties. In the midst of battle, NieR's VPN couldn't protect him from receiving logic fires, slowly destroying his mind and body. In order to prevent further suffering, 2B promptly killed NieR, leading to one of the game's most emotional scenes, revealing that 2B isn't as cold as she portrays herself. 2B's cold heart was just a way to prevent herself from growing too attached to NieR, as she foresaw this bleak outcome. Although NieR died honorably, 2B can be glad that the machines have been defeated. Psych! You thought NieR is all fine and dandy. Sad ending who? I only see W's in this game! Now, all that's left is to watch the end credits and... that wasn't the end? Oh, time to play it again as NieR. I wasn't lying when I said this game was a roller coaster of emotional turmoil. All we can do now is enjoy these final moments as the credits roll, because this will be the last glimpse of happiness we'll experience for a long time. With Adam and Eve finally gone, all that's left is to launch an all-out attack against machines, and finish them off for good. Simple, right? Anyways, I hope you're ready for round 2, because the machines aren't the only one that need to be beat off anymore. With the machines becoming increasingly restless and violent, the androids get shit on and infected by widespread logic fires. Thanks to NieR's quick thinking, he transfers both his and 2B's consciousness back to the bunker to warn of the commander. But it's too late, as the entire bunker has already been infected. Looks like someone forgot to invest in a VPN. Anyways, after receiving one last order from the commander, 2B and NieR head back down to Earth as the bunker explodes in a blazing glory. Sadly, the path down isn't easy, as more infected androids ambushed the duo. In an attempt to save NieR, 2B sent NieR to the Philippines while she drew the attention of the remaining pursuitants. This ended up being a big oopsie, as 2B ended up infected herself and almost died after getting jumped multiple times. Luckily, A2 swooped in at the last second, allowing 2B to live just a bit longer. With this time, she requested that A2 carry on her will as humanity's last hope. However, since NieR did his best to reunite with 2B, he didn't get the memo and returned to his sight of A2 finishing off an infected 2B. Molding and fueled with misunderstanding, NieR sets his life goals to wiping out all of the machines, as well as wiping A2's ass out of existence. NieR then rushes to penetrate A2 with his sword, but ultimately fails as he gets sent to the Shadow Realm after the bridge collapses beneath his feet due to a large, white tower erecting from the ground. Switching to A2's perspective, right after receiving 2B's pod as a parting gift, A2 tells Pod that her only goal is to wipe out the machines, but that wouldn't be a happy story, would it? So instead, watch as A2 befriends Pascal, and witness the massacre of half his village, resulting in the other half committing Sudoku out of fear. Now, morality wouldn't be an issue if the player was just a bystander, so you get to make a choice. Either wipe Pascal's memory, or kill him due to the immeasurable amount of grief obtained by him just now.
Why is this game like this?
Don't get too hopeful, as INS's side of the story is not much better. He gets a brief respite as he wakes up after getting repaired by the 2 new cute androids named Devil and Popola. I wonder where we've seen them before. Afterwards, he sets his sight on the giant erect tower in the middle of the city ruins, but in order to access it, he must first gain 3 authentication keys. This marks the acceleration of NieR's descent to madness, and whoo boy, is it a steep drop. With every key that NieR obtains, secrets about Yorha are revealed, as the machines, for some reason, have access to many confidential documents. With the first key, he learns that the big white tower is a launch pad aimed right at the moon, waiting to deliver its fat load. Not too interesting so far, but just wait until he arrives at the second tower. On his way to collecting the second key, NieR discovers that the black boxes, otherwise known as the android cores that go kablooey when they touch tips, are actually repurposed machine cores.
Wait, what? Huh?
This is the final piece in the question of what separates the machines from the androids. It's absolutely nothing! The only difference is allegiance, and the fact that the machines link their consciousness through Bluetooth pairing. Of course, this would send anyone into an existential crisis. You know, what am I? You know, just the things I want to kill. But not NieR. Instead, it will just break down his psyche even more as he commits to exterminate all the machines. On to the final key. Just when you thought NieR's mental health couldn't get any worse, think again. After reaching the top of the final tower, he is greeted by his former operator 210, and a battle ensues. If you didn't know, comedy comes in twos, or something like that. So of course, as NieR is about to get topped due to his inability to kill his second mommy, A2 swoops in and delivers the final backshot to 210. Wasting no time, A2 relays 2B's final words to NieR, but it falls on deaf ears as comedy strikes in 2 for the second time. NieR charges A2 only to fall down the tower as a part of the floor collapses beneath him. Again. Poor guy can't catch a break. With all the keys collected, we now enter the final chapter of the game. It's been a long journey, and I'm glad that you're here to share the emotional trauma with me. Because if you thought the pain was over, you're wrong. Waking up with multiple injuries, NieR reluctantly limps back to the resistance camp to get kisses on his boo-boos from Devil and Popola. Immediately after, he journeys to the tower and unlocks all the barriers, except for one. As he's hacking into the main door, he's ambushed by hordes of machines, and all hope seems lost. However, Devil and Popola swiftly arrive and hold off the machines for NieR to fail at opening the door again. Ah, comedy in twos, am I right? Sick of NieR's shit, Popola fries her circuits as she forces the doors open, while Devil yeets NieR into the tower. Of course, the game wants us to feel like shit too, as it always does. So, as NieR rides the elevator, he gets a document revealing the origins and natures of the twin androids. Due to a mistake made in the past, NieR Replicant, Devil and Popola were programmed to constantly generate feelings of guilt. Now, the twins did kind of fuck over humanity from what I understand, but don't bully them, they're cute. Or do. I'm not your daddy. Let the roller coaster of emotions continue, as ascending the tower proves to be the most mentally taxing challenge yet. Bombarded with the corpses of fallen androids, NieR pushes through, only to be met with a horde of 2B units. Enraged, not, oh jeez, am I keeping that in? Enraged, NieR promptly kills all the mommy units, but this is NieR we're talking about. After seemingly emerging victorious, one fallen 2B unit blows all over NieR, damaging him, as well as knocking him out. After waking up though, he holds 2B one last time, then immediately steals one of her arms to replace the arm he lost. NieR carries on, but not long after, he meets the Red Girls, the avatar of the machine network's hive mind. With one more trial, NieR receives the biggest middle finger to his existence, and the biggest plot twist of the entire game. While it was already established that the humans have long been extinct, another layer of confidentiality existed, excluding even the commander from this knowledge. Get this. Project Yorha was indeed a way to increase android morale. However, it was designed for the bunker to get destroyed by the machines, along with any other active Yorha-type androids, after obtaining a certain amount of combat data. This final step would erase every bit of evidence that humans went extinct, solidifying the morale of future androids. Peak existential crisis right there, right here. In the meantime, A2 discovers that the giant white cock has been unleashed. Yeah, I just gave up at this point. And proceeds to rush over. Right before entering the tower, the game slaps our nuts right again, making A2 witness the dying twins holding each other as she reassures them that they were helpful. Passing through the trail of carnage left behind by NieR, A2 scales the tower with little trouble. This changes as the soup of all plot twists begins to spill. A2 eventually ends up in a library that they don't know what a library is because they're literate anyways. She discovers a library where she discovers just how much she influenced Yorha despite her desertion. To give context behind all this information, A2 was one of the first combat models created by Yorha sent to Earth to fight off the aliens. Losing many of her comrades in the war, she realized that she was disposable, as requested reinforcements never arrived. This would lead to her desertion, branding her as a traitor. However, even though she went AWOL, her combat data proved to be ass. But her personality is where she shined.
I'd be more concerned about me smashing your face if I were you.
As her decision-making and problem-solving in high-stress scenarios was invaluable. See? Looks aren't everything, folks. This data would then be implemented in many of Yorha's combat units, most notably the E-type units, designated as exterminators. If you've been paying to the trends in the story so far, you should already know that the information doesn't come without a twist to your nipples. The final piece of information that A2 learns is that 2B was just a pseudonym used to cover up her designation as a Type E unit. Her mission? Exterminate NieR every time he learns too much about the secrets of Yorha. To make you feel even more like shit, I'll remind you of 2B's cold attitude towards NieR again. As she has already killed NieR multiple times, the pain of losing him again caused her to raise her walls. But it didn't work. All of these revelations crash together as NieR and 2B meet at the top of the tower, ready to dig each other down for the last time. Depending on who you pick for this fight, a different ending plays. For A2, she saves NieR as she comes, while the tower collapses beneath her. For NieR, he finally gets his revenge by killing A2, only to fall on her sword like a dummy. If neither of these endings made you happy, good. That's it. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm kidding. So prepare yourself for one of the greatest ending sequences of all time. No matter what choice you made, the pod's constantly evolving sentience reaches its peak as they are about to erase all the data regarding to the Yorha project, marking it complete. However, the pods developed emotions, as well as attachment to the main trio, which led to the pods disobeying the final command. leading to a battle against the final credits themselves. This song is so damn good! Oh my god! If you can't game hard enough during the battle, a request to get carried by other players can be sent, allowing you to win with the power of friendship. However, every time you get hit, the player that helped you is erased, gone, reduced to atoms. This leads to the pinnacle of all the choices made in the game. Do you sacrifice your save data to help another player? By saying yes, your game gets nuked and all your save data disappears. But hey, the feeling of knowing you're gonna help someone during the final battle is great. As for me, of course I said "you're" the first time. But before I do it again, I want to finish replaying everything before I actually erase it again. Going back, once everything is settled, a post-credit scene shows the pods becoming philosophers while repairing 2B, Ninus, and A2. While we don't get to see them get up, the hope that they may someday get up is a hell of a lot better than watching them kill each other for like no reason. Even with that hope, the time for emptiness is upon us, for there is no more NieR. I've played this game a lot, and this has been my third replay just to make this video, and I still loved every second. Well, most seconds. Ever since my first playthrough, NieR Automata has become part of my top 5 favorite games of all time, and replaying it again made me remember why, as well as cementing its status there. While I love the story, there's even more to this game that I love, so let's continue. I just want to say, the music for this game is god tier. There are some tracks that I definitely found forgettable, but the amount of bangers in this game's OST more than make up for that. So much of the soundtrack is hauntingly beautiful, evoking so much emotion for me due to the timing of the music. Pair that with the absolutely mesmerizing melodies, instrumental choices, and you got yourself a trip to Flavor Town, but for your ear holes. Lastly, let me talk about the gameplay. This game converted me into a Platinum Games fanboy, because goddamn! Everything about this game feels so good. The movement is crisp, clean, and everything in between. The combat is flashy, fun, and definitely not trashy. Every weapon was a blast to use, and each pairing managed to be stylish and fun. The story was peak, but the game managed to balance it out by providing a fun way to experience the story. But the best feature of them all is definitely the self-destruct function. Look at how much damage you can do with... I wouldn't say that NieR Automata is perfect in every way, because there are definitely some glaring issues with the game. I'm looking at you, Route B. But the experience provided overshadows all those flaws, which makes me comfortable calling this game a masterpiece. I made a lot of dumb jokes throughout this video, but I truly love this game. So if you've made it this far, I hope you'll consider playing NieR if you get the chance. And if you already have, then I hope you found this video entertaining. Anyways, I'm Julius Sky, and thanks for dropping by.